There was an article that came out talking about the world's first space hotel is expected to open in 2027. And I know that number sounds very far away. It's not, people. It's not even a decade away. We're in 2021. We're a quarter of the way through this year. So we're looking at 6 years away, and there's going to be a hotel in space that you can go and stay in.
I'm almost interested. So space astronauts, I don't know what other type of astronauts there is, but they train a very specific way to get into space. They have to train with the G's, and they have to train with speed, and they train underwater, and then gravity, and they train with like all kinds of stuff to get prepared. So are we gonna have to take classes on 0 G's? Like, are we gonna have to take a class of like, hey, if you want to stay at the hotel, the ding dang dong. I'm over here thinking of freaking the Home Alone 2. If you want to stay in a hotel, you got to make sure you take these 0 G's that you go in circles over and over and over. I'm out. I'm like, nope. I don't do anything that goes in circles. No, thank you. I've been in jets before, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can do that. But dude, what type of training are they gonna do now with this?
Okay. So I didn't see anything about that. I guess they're just talking about the structure right now, but it says that it's going to have rooms for up to 400 people. It's going to have hotels, restaurants, cinema, so Disney to the moon, and spas.
Can I buy Dogecoin up there? Do I have to use my Dogecoin?
Yeah, you got to use your Dogecoin to book reservations for this. No, that's a joke. I have no idea.
To the moon.
Our planned orbit and evaluation for Voyager station. One of my favorite Star Treks was Voyager, so okay, cool. Is at 97 degrees and 500 to 550 kilometers. Orbitable or wow, I can't even speak. Orbitable. Yeah, I said it right. Whatever. This is a sun synchronous polar orbit that will reduce thermal stress and allow for almost continuous solar power generation. That's kind of cool.
Is there going to be gravity?
You know what? They did say something about gravity. Hold on, let me find it real quick. Oh, wrong button.
Well, my next level is breaking the internet. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think, what do you do with people that have anxiety? I would love to go. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get up there. I think I would probably freak the hell out. And if my brother-in-law is listening, let me have one of those gummies that you gave me before. But dude, I don't know, man. I think I would be a little bit. So, okay, for people that have anxiety disorders, I'm one of them. I again, if you don't know, I was in the Marine Corps, and what's crazy is I didn't get these anxiety disorders until maybe like 10 years ago from my first wife. Yeah, throw her under the bus. But dude, these anxiety attacks are not fun. When I went to the doctor, I'm just like, yeah, I feel better when I start drinking water. And he was telling me, because it's up here in your head. He's like, it's up here. He's like, what you're doing is you're drinking water to take your mind off of things. So if I'm going to space and I'm like, let me look up space, and if I look out the window, you know what's the first thing I'm going to want to do? If I start panicking, one of the first things I normally do is I go outside and get a breath of fresh air. I'm not going to be able to go outside the hotel if it's in freaking space. My eyes will pop out of my eyes. Or my eyes will pop out of my eyes. Actually, they might.
I have so many questions. I'm like, did we solve world peace? Did we solve homelessness? Did we solve fresh water? Because you're in space. There's no water there. So you got to get water there. We haven't really solved the water problem here yet.
You know, that picture that you showed of how it looks like,
yeah.
There's a TV show There's a TV show. I think it's over. They're not doing them anymore. But it was like 6 or 7 seasons, and they had the one of the girls. Her name was Clark, but they had a bunch of like, it was almost like a jail that they were up there. Some of them were up there.
Space Odyssey.
No,
No?
and they were sending them over to Earth to find out if it's livable again. And then they found out that it was livable, and then they were able to. They found out they were able to travel to different other planets, and oh, I forget what it was called.
Wally.
No, it's not Wally.
Wally.
It's a TV show. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. TV show based on space and coming back to Earth. I could see it in my head too. Oh man,
Ascension?
no,
Lost in Space?
no,
Defying Gravity.
no.
The 100.
The 100. There you go.
Ah.
The 100. I knew you'd figure it out. I knew I'd keep you around for something. The 100. Dude, if you haven't seen that show, it's great. It starts really good, and then it does one of these things where, and then it eventually becomes a chore where it's just like, where are they going with this? And then it gets really good out of nowhere. And they finally ended it where the ending was just like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on here? Like, but I'm glad they ended it because I don't want to watch it no more. I actually gave up on another TV show, The Walking Dead. I went past. I watched another season after Rick Grimes died and everything, but it just kept being the same thing over and 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 over again. We're just like, okay, cool. Here's a bad guy. Now here's these guys trying to figure it out. Now they're gonna fight each other for the whole season. Someone big is gonna die, and then starts the next season. You know, I finally gave up on The Walking Dead. I'm like, these guys should have canceled it like a while back. You know, they need to stop it. But that ship, that hotel thing looks like the ship from the Walking Dead, from the 100, where it's that big circular thing, and like they have the rooms. Maybe it's based off of that. I don't know. But I could imagine like the world goes to crap, and then that's what they use for the 100 people. I don't know.
I just feel like it's going to be a bunch of Instagram billionaires going up there just to take pictures and stories.